Zendaya and Meghan Markle. Two women, two energies. One mastered silence and became untouchable. The other spoke her truth and got rejected for it. But here's the twist. Both are powerful. Only one is magnetic. By the end of this video, you'll know which mindset you've been living with and how to switch into the one that changes your life. Zendaya never begged for attention. She moved slowly. She watched the room. And when she spoke, it was calculated, soft, deliberate. From Disney star to red carpet royalty, she chose evolution, not explanation. She mastered Law 4. Always say less than necessary. When she enters a space, the silence builds her power. That's not luck. That's a law of control. In a world where everyone overshares, Zendaya became unforgettable by doing the opposite. No messy tweets, no reactive posts, no, let me explain myself. That's Law 6, court attention at all costs, but in your own way. She doesn't chase it. She curates it. She became fascinating by becoming hard to read. The mystery isn't a vibe. It's a tool, and she uses it to stay 10 steps ahead of everyone watching her. Meghan Markle climbed hard. From Deal or No Deal to Suits to Buckingham Palace. But power didn't protect her. She was picked apart, misquoted, mocked. And she fought back, with words. She spoke her truth in interviews, in podcasts, in documentaries. But the world didn't listen. They turned her transparency into drama. Because Law 9, win through your actions, never through argument. And Meghan broke that law. Repeatedly. She tried to explain her way to understanding. But in the eyes of power, defensiveness equals weakness. So now we have two blueprints. Zendaya, emotionally composed. Magnetic through mystery. Power built on restraint. Meghan, emotionally reactive. Constantly clarifying. Power lost through explanation. One pulls people in. The other pushes people away, while asking them to stay. It's not about who's better. It's about who's effective. The modern woman doesn't need a crown. She needs control over her narrative, without saying a word. What most girls are doing wrong. Most girls today are stuck in Meghan mode. They want to be chosen. They overshare in texts, over-explain in arguments, overchase in relationships. Why? Because they believe visibility equals value. But in power psychology, that's false. The more you explain your value, the more people test it. The more you chase, the more they run. The more you give without strategy, the more they take without gratitude. Zendaya didn't fall for that. She let absence create desire. She let her silence speak louder than apologies. She became untouchable by becoming unavailable. Here's how you switch. 1. Use Law 16. Use absence to increase respect. Stop being always available. Your absence should hurt more than your words. 2. Follow Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. You don't need approval. You need presence. Act like your energy is expensive, and the room adjusts. 3. Obey Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Be intentional with every post, every reply, every look. Never act from emotion. Act from strategy. 4. Stop talking to be understood. Start moving to be felt. That's what makes people addicted to your presence. When you stop chasing approval, you start attracting attention. When you stop proving yourself, people assume you have nothing to prove. When you stop explaining, you finally start leading. This is where the shift happens. You stop being the girl who texts first, who gives 10 paragraphs to defend herself, who waits for validation to feel seen. And you become the girl who just knows. The room changes when you speak, because it barely hears you, but it feels you. So here's the final question. Are you moving like Zendaya or Meghan? Because one is respected through mystery. The other is dismissed through visibility. One uses silence to build power. The other uses truth and loses control. You're not wrong for being emotional. You're not broken for wanting love. But power doesn't live in your heart. It lives in your mindset. And if you've watched this far, you're ready to upgrade it. Let the old version of you go. The one that chased, explained, overgave, she survived. But now, you're not here to survive. You're here to rule your world. Quietly.